Are the iPhone 15 Pro series still overheating? I've got the iPhone 15 Pro Max and I've updated it to iOS 17.0.3. This is supposed to be the magic bullet, the catch-all end-all that fixes all the heating issues that were making your phone get hot. Now, I don't want to use the word overheating because I don't really think it overheated. It was just getting really, really hot. And that's something that we're not foreign to this. This has happened with other phones in the past. Whenever I talked about it previously, I said let's exercise some caution. I figured a lot of it was either app optimization or software related, which I said that Apple would probably issue an update for, which this is what they've done. So the updates here, has it fixed things? And I think kind of. I haven't really experienced a whole lot of phone overheating or getting hot in my experience. And there's actually two types of charging. One, which this update didn't seem to fix, the charging based heating. So last night I was charging mine and I picked it up. I'm like, good gosh, this phone is hot. And I got my got my laser thermometer out, which is actually a couple degrees off. It's actually a couple degrees on the cooler side, and it registered 106.8 degrees when I checked to see how hot it was. That's hotter than a hot tub. Like most hot tubs, they're like, look, if it's over 104 degrees, don't get in. So that's hot. Like if you know how hot a hot tub is on the hot side, then that should tell you how hot this phone is getting. So I had heard temperatures all the way up to like 116, I think even close to like 120, and I didn't really experience that. There were only a few times where mine ever got hot, and it kind of resolved after a couple of days. And it was just something weird, like spontaneously. I was watching Instagram Reels, I was watching YouTube Shorts, I was browsing Twitter, and I'm like, God, my phone is kind of warm. But it wasn't anything where I was otherworldly alarmed about it. It seemed like probably a lot of people in the tech community ran with it a lot further than I thought that it was going to go. And I really thought that it was unrealistic to think that, okay, this is a catastrophic issue. So it seems like the software update has fixed that some. It's also, I think, limited the ability for the phone to get even hotter. I think they changed some thermal stuff. Who knows? Who knows exactly what they did? You know, of course, they're Apple black magic voodoo with the software stuff. My phone experience doesn't seem like it's changed. It doesn't seem like there's any big deal here. Of course, I haven't run any benchmark testing. I haven't pushed it. I haven't tried to make my phone get hot. And there's still certain situations where, of course, you can make your phone get warmer. Extended use of GPS, 4K video recording, playing high-end video games. That's not what we're talking about, though. What we're talking about is just simple things like scrolling through Twitter, or X as they call it now, or scrolling through Instagram, or watching like some YouTube shorts. Your phone shouldn't be getting hot doing those very simple tasks. So I think that that's probably largely fixed now. Of course, if you're still having issues, sound off in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But what it didn't fix, at least not to my knowledge, is the charge-related heat. And it's funny because I have folks who are like, oh no, that's normal. 110, 108 degrees. I've experienced that with all my iPhones. My iPhones have always gotten hot charging. It's funny because no one ever talked about this before this event. Like before the iPhone 15 Pro series phones started getting hot while they were charging, it's never been like, oh yeah, iPhones get hot all the time. And they didn't because they were using 5-watt chargers, 15-watt chargers. One of the reasons why the iPhones use such low wattage, slow charging is to prevent heat. Because when you have all these heat exchange things going on, it can degrade your overall battery health over time. And I don't think that's something that's captured because they have a basically algorithm, a mathematical formula in here. They say, okay, after 500 cycles of charging, which means 100% of charging, if you get your phone down to 50% and charge it to 100%, that's not one cycle. That's half a cycle. But if you get your phone battery to 50% twice and recharge it to 100%, then that is a full charging cycle. When you do 100% of charging, that's one full charging cycle. So this phone, after 500 charging cycles, is supposed to be about 80% battery health. That's what they guarantee. And they say that that's how it's supposed to work. A normal person will probably achieve that in 3 to 4 years. So when you have these extra heat events, and that's one of the reasons why we don't have 45 watt, 50 watt, 60 watt charging. The higher wattage the charging, the hotter the phone gets because of the heat transfer and all the resistance and the charging and all that stuff and how it works. So that's one of the reasons why Samsung limits theirs to 45, even 25 in some phones, and that's why it's so low in the iPhone. So even with these slow charging speeds and the lack of power, it's still getting quite hot. So 107 degrees basically, 106.8, and that was on the low side because my thermometer is off like 2 to 3 degrees usually because it's like a laser, right? I'm shooting it with a laser and it's telling me how hot it is. It's not that accurate. It's just kind of a ballpark. So I don't think it should be getting that hot. Do I think it's the end of the world? Look, it's generally for about 20 minutes. Whenever you have the charging and it ramps up and it's charging very quickly, especially in the lower percentage of the battery, if your battery's at 10%, 20%, it charges a lot faster than it does if it's like 80% or 90%. And then it seems like when it's in those lower values, as it's charging faster, that it seems to get hotter. So I don't think it's out of the ordinary for it to get warm. But when you're talking like basically close to 110 degrees, some people have experienced hotter than that. I can't help but wonder, is that something that's going to degrade the battery performance over time? Is that something that's going to be bad for the overall battery health? I'm not worried about it catching my house on fire. I'm not worried about it burning my hand, although it can get uncomfortably warm. But is it bad for the phone? And that's what I'd like to find out. That's what I'd like Apple to address. Is it bad for the phone? Is there any battery engineers, phone engineers out there that can answer that? I can't answer that. I can only guess and assume how it's impacting the hardware and the overall performance over time. But the software stuff, the software-based overheating, as people call it, seems to be better. But even today, I had somebody send me a screenshot and tag me. They're like, hey, it stopped charging again because it got so hot. I got a warning that said charging will resume when the phone cools down. So yeah, I still don't think that that's completely fixed. So the charging, heating, still an issue, I believe. The software-based stuff seems to be, I think, largely improved. So that's all I got. I just wanted to talk about it. Let me know your feedback. Let me know what kind of heat issues you're getting. Sound off in the comments. We'll go from there. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.